I'm Wyatt Cash with Scoop News Group, and we're here with Josh Marcuse, Head of Strategy and Innovation for Global Public Sector at Google Cloud. Josh, thanks so much for joining us.
Thrilled to be here.
Let me start by asking, what does IT modernization look like and mean in 2021 in government?
You know why IT modernization in 2021 doesn't really mean much anymore. I think people are really over it. I mean, they feel like IT is something that they've relegated to the back office, and they're really focused on mission now more than ever. And I think that that's really how we're thinking about modernization. It's really more mission modernization than IT modernization. We're focused on our customers on the front lines, on the frontiers. They're making change, and government uses technology for all of its most important missions. And this year, that mission has been saving lives and saving our economy. And that's really what modernization is for. It's for that.
So in your experience working with government agencies, how did the pandemic affect the need to modernize more rapidly?
We did a decade of digital transformation compressed into a single year. And the most important thing is that we not turn back. We have to keep pushing forward. And my concern is that we had a lot of provisional authorizations, a lot of waivers, a lot of things that government did in the heat of the moment to meet the mission and improve the experience for employees and for citizens overnight because it was an emergency. But I think the important thing is never let a crisis go to waste. We have to make sure that we double down on the improvements that we made and not backslide and go back in time. So I think that's been a hugely important change for us, and we just need to make sure we keep moving forward. But there also have been some that I think have been left behind by the crisis, and they were not able to adapt. And I don't want those agencies to think it's too late. It's never too late. The danger of being left behind is greater than ever. And so for people that are still on the fence and they're wondering about which way government is headed, it's really clear that there's only one way to go from here, and we are available to help. It's if there is someone out there listening to this that's wondering, how can I position my agency? Give us a call. I mean, we can help fix this for you. We have seen enormous progress made in government agencies around the world to enable their workforce to collaborate from anywhere, to have access to better tools. And we just want to make sure that the agencies that have moved forward stay moving forward, and those that are contemplating their next moves are really leaning into this.
So in light of that, what major priorities stand out to you now for modernization in government today?
We have three priorities for modernization. First, we want to revolutionize the way government workers do their work. Government workers deserve to have the best tools for collaboration in the world. They're using these tools as knowledge workers to figure out how to solve the most important problems facing our societies. And when we arm them with the best tools, that's when they really deliver the right outcomes. So we really don't think about this as being IT tools. We think about these as being mission platforms. And the truth is, we know that most of these federal workers love Google products. They use Gmail for their personal life. They search using Google all the time. They have Chrome in their personal browsers. They know that these tools work really well. And we want them to be able to use these tools for the mission as well as for themselves. For us, the number two priority is sustainable technology and clean cloud. And we take really, really seriously this administration's commitment to appreciating the enormous amount of energy required to run the digital infrastructure that our economy runs in, that our government runs in. And when we can make sure that those investments are carbon neutral, it is a really, really important part of the mission. And so one of the things that we're really, really proud of is that Google is carbon neutral today. We are aiming to be carbon free and have all of our data centers running 24/7 carbon free by 2030. We're the cleanest cloud in the industry. And so I think it's real peace of mind to know that when you use, for example, Google Workspace, you're not only using the best collaboration tools in the world, you're also using tools that are good for the environment and are helping the government meet their goals. And the third priority for us is security. We have seen hack after hack, leak after leak, crisis after crisis in cybersecurity. And this is really affecting the citizens' confidence in their government. It's affecting the government workers' confidence in their own tools. It's causing outages, it's causing downtime. And we're very fortunate that Google has not been exposed to any of this because of our zero trust cybersecurity approach. And the reason we know it works is because the same technology that we've been using for a decade to protect Google infrastructure is exactly what we sell to our public sector customers. It's organically zero trust right out of the box, we like to say. And so we think that security has got to be not the goal, but it's the table stakes. It's the price of admission. It has to be secure, reliable, and trustworthy. And so, those three things, being able to give workers the very best tools to revolutionize their mission, tools they're comfortable with, tools they love, being able to do it in a way that helps to protect our environment and achieve our environmental goals for the cleanest cloud in the industry, and to be able to do it in a truly, genuinely zero trust, not zero trust marketing, but the zero trust technology that really protects data. These are the three things I think are our top priorities.
Lastly, Josh, after modernization, what comes next?
The way we see it, workers have one system for their email. The federal workers have another system for the data they manage for every tool, every process. They're doing their learning in another place. They're booking their travel in another place. They're not really able to use these tools for collaboration. And all of that data is trapped in silos. And that's the data that we need as the engine in machine learning that really fuels this revolution in artificial intelligence, where we're able to use that data strategically in the course of someone's natural work to augment that human performance and be a real force multiplier. And so for us, we think what comes next is breaking apart all these different segments and silos of systems and bringing it all together in one web-enabled collaboration system that captures all that data and allows us to produce digital assistant experiences for everyone. And for us, it's really all about machine learning. And I think a great example of this is our work at US Patent and Trade Office, where they're ingesting petabytes of data of all of the creative, innovative discoveries that have been made where patents have been filed. And there's no way that any one human being with a lifetime of experience could sift through all of those millions of patents. But using machine learning enables these patent experts, these intellectual property experts, to be able to use these tools to augment their intelligence, to have a superhuman ability to protect our intellectual property and to discover new innovations. And really, we think about the power of machine learning to enable every federal worker to have that kind of force multiplier for their mission. Ultimately, I think that is really a transformational vision of what's next for government.
Well, Josh Marcuse, thank you so much for sharing your insights on these topics. We really appreciate it.